and multiplying integers, and it's on the board, okay? You have two basic rules in multiplying integers, okay? Let's read the top together. When you multiply two integers, you need to know whether the product is positive or negative. The sign of the product depends on the sign of the factors, okay? Product means what? Multiply, or multiplication. Okay, so it's telling you one of the rules is if you have two integers that are the same sign, or two factors that are the same sign, your result is going to be, your answer is going to be positive. That's what I have up here. It's going to be a positive integer, okay? If you have two factors and they have a different sign, your result or answer is going to be a negative integer. And that's the basic rules, okay? So this is integers. Okay? Let's look at the guide to practice because it gives you two examples. First thing you need to understand, when we multiply, we use the absolute values of the numbers. We have to isolate that number so we can see it sitting out from the product sign. We'll isolate it so we can see the absolute value of it. And we're reading the absolute value, or we're saying the absolute value of the number. It's the number of units from 0 on the number line. Okay. -2 times -6. -2 times -6, it says find the product first. Find the sign of the product first. There's two of the same sign. The sign of the product is going to be what? Positive, right? Yes. So, hold on.
I just have a question.
Yes.
It has a parenthesis on it, you can change the,
This is not the same as subtraction because you don't change anything on multiplying. You take it as at face value, absolute value. Okay, so find the product of the absolute values of 12. 2 and 6 multiplied is 12, right? Write it as 12. Okay? -2 times -6 is 12. And 2 times 6 is 12 too, because either way it is the same sign becomes a positive integer. 2 of the same sign becomes a positive integer. So if it's 2 negatives, it still becomes a positive integer. If it's 2 positives, it still becomes a positive integer. Like a negative times a positive equals a negative, or a negative integer. Okay? Like the second example, -8 times 3 is telling you that's really -24. Negative integer, okay? If we look at number 1 in the guide to practice, fill it out. What is the sign of the product when we have 2 negatives? It's a positive, right? So put a plus on that line. Multiply the absolute values. You write positive, or you can write plus. Okay, multiply the absolute values of 5 and 7. 5 times 7 is?
5 times 7.
We're doing number 1. Yes. 35. You have a sheet of scratch paper. Actual scratch paper. Okay, thank you. You only have to do 10 on the back, Ariana. So C says write the product. B says look at the numbers and look at the absolute value of the numbers, which means take that number at face value, the absolute value of that number, and multiply them, okay? If you do 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6, when you get on your back, I want you to do 10, choose which 10 you want to do. I don't care which 10 it is, don't choose all the easy ones, though. Once you've done the 10 on the back and the first 6 on the front, you can go. When you come back on Friday, we will work those problem solving, word problems on the back, and then we'll also have a test.
I'm done. I can go.
They can check them what you did. Just bring the folder up to me. That
How many you got on the back?
do 10 out of the top ones. 10 out of the 20 on the back. 10 out of the 20 on the back. Do 10 out. You should get 16 all together.
Could we do these
Because there's
friends?
6 on the front.
We do one.
Oh, we gotta do
You gotta do the ones on the bottom, that's 6, and 10 on the back, that's 16 all
I'm
together.
talking about on the back side.
On the back, that's 20 at the top. We're not gonna work the problem solving today, we'll do problem solving on Friday. together today. The problem solving on Friday is gonna help us to really use our thinking and apply the concept and property group and intricate groups in word problems. And we will have, the numbers and operations quiz. I need my pen back. Let me check what you have here. The first one is wrong because you forgot that two of the same sign becomes what, Ariana? Two of the same sign becomes what?
Positive.
Positive. Gotta scratch it out on all the ones you did it wrong. Go ahead, I didn't say that one was wrong, but that one is wrong, it sure is. They don't do all the easy ones. I did. Okay, let me check your problems too. Check this one. Okay, don't go anywhere. Some of these larger ones where you gotta really multiply, like 46 times 6, 27 times 28. I told you to challenge yourselves, don't do all the easy ones.
I did this one.
There's a couple other on here that's larger than that one, but anyway.
That was not me.
But those word problems will come in on Friday, okay? All right. It's 3 word problems, so each of you can work one of them. Times 3 is going to give you a different answer than what you wrote down in Madison. Put this one in. Look at 2 of these, or 3 of these, and remember the rule. 2 of the same sign, it's going to always be a positive integer. Whether negative or positive integers, if they're the same, keep the same, positive. Okay? So it's 3 on here. Negatives is going to be positive. 2 positives is going to be positive. 2 negatives is going to be positive. It's going to be different signs that they become 2 different signs. And it's right here in the concept. Right here. Look up here. On the page. Right here. 7, same sign. So it's going to be positive. Different sign. So it's going to be I can't tell, but I'm gonna look at it again. Those are right, now let's look at the others.
You said 10?
I should check it real quick before I keep looking. This one is right.
Yeah, but
These are wrong. I need you to check them by following the rules.
you can do it too smart.
You need to do all 4 of them. And then 10 on the back. I see the 10 on the back. Very good, Charles. You just need to do those. On that drill, you had this how many Two. Madison, two. Did you get all 30 done? So you got 28 out of 30. How many did you do on that drill earlier, child? I'm looking at this photo.
Like 5 of them, I don't know.
No, you did more than that. You did a whole, you did 6 more for me when I had you done.
I got to do all four of these, man.
46 times 6, what did you mean about down there? 46 times 6 will not be 27. What did you mean about? 46 times 6. What did you mean about? It won't be 27.
Ms. Griffin, you need to get in the main office, please, Ms. Griffin.
Okay, 1 second, child.
What's that?
1 second.
Go back.
Was Ariana wasn't absent here.
What? Oh, he's up.
No.
You gotta yell. See that?
Child, let me check. Let me, what you doing back here? You did 2 more rows for the best sis.
Socks though. You can't take a compliment from me for nothing.
Did about 19 now. Okay, let me check this.
Go on.
Sounds good. We'll see you on Friday. And you did about 19 out of 30 on the drill.
I'm back.
Okay. Push yourself to be a part of the drills. And you was doing that in the beginning, part of the drills, part of the math, because it doesn't give you a skill, but it's a fun competition too, okay? And it helps increase your accuracy and your speed, how many powers you can do in a time task. So you want to, I said, you being accurate. So the repetition, doing more increases your ability to master the speed of the move that you can apply, okay? Why you scratch out this big one? You couldn't figure out 46 times 6? What was it? I see you got it over here. 46 times 6, that's 36, carry the 3, 24, plus 3 more, 27. So the full number is 276.
She's smart.
So this would be, there's a negative and a positive, it would be what? A negative times a positive is what? Two different signs becomes what? A negative integer, right? So negative times a positive, what's the answer going to be if this is what the result is? Negative 276, write that on the line, but you scratched it out. You were attempting to do that one, don't be afraid to do larger number. Okay. Because they aren't gonna all be easy on a real big test. So don't just choose to do the smallest factors, the smallest product factors, and then say, oh, you know, doesn't get us a bigger test, like an NWEA test or another kind of test.
Hey,
We're
my
gonna
son,
give you
look at
some
this picture I
challenging
drew.
ones to do.
Look at this picture I drew on my phone.
This is 84, you just did multiply, right?
I got to see it. See my picture I drew on my phone.
So who needs a pass?
I don't know what she doing.
Nancy, put your name in. It's not in the
That's
red.
not the best. But we both went there.
Charles name is there. What do you mean you might not be back, Charles? Back in moving? When you supposed to be moving? All right, we lost one other student before break, because he moved up north. Really? Good for you. I just took my break in Florida. I love Florida. I love hot weather. I actually lived in Florida as a little girl with my mom and stepdad. But I've been back in Florida for 8 to 10 times. We took our children to Disney World. I went there probably once last year, the year before. I stayed there for part of the summer. We go there every year. Go there every year. No, we didn't do Disney World every year. I do, we do different things. But I love Florida. I got a friend that just bought a house in Florida, that just left Chicago and bought a house in Florida. See, she don't need to leave. I have several people I know in Florida. Okay, so you all did really good.
Yes.
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 That's new acquaintances in Florida. Okay, so you all did really good. So I'm convinced that you understand how to subtract integers. And now we're just working on multiplying integers too. So I can see that you're grasping or you have good knowledge of multiplying integers. So we'll work on problem solving with integers some more on Friday, and then we'll take a numbers and operations algebra test. It's going to give you the glamour of many things in all your math and understanding and skills. Thus far. Okay? So you need a pass. Who needs to pass? Gibbs doesn't need a pass. Anybody wanting Harris is going to need a pass.
I need a
You want Harris? Both of you?